let's talk about a skill that's becoming a legit superpower: writing prompts for AI. The difference between a good prompt and a great one, it's not small. It's the difference between getting a bland, kind of boring response and getting something that completely blows your mind. So if you're ready to unlock that next level, you are in exactly the right place. Let's get into it.
So let me ask you a quick question. When you open up an AI tool, what's your first instinct? Do you treat it like a search bar? Are you asking it simple questions like, hey, what was the football score last night? Look, if that sounds familiar, you're not alone. It's what most people do. But it is also the number one thing holding you back from what these tools can really do.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to completely reframe how you think about AI. First, we'll cover the big mindset shift you need to make. Then we'll dive into why context is the secret ingredient for amazing results. After that, I'll hand you a professional toolkit for crafting prompts. And finally, we'll put it all into practice. All right, let's jump into our first big idea. And honestly, this is the most important mental shift you can possibly make. You have to stop thinking of AI as a search engine. They are two fundamentally different beasts. Think about it. A search engine's job is to find stuff that already exists online. It's a fact retriever. But a generative AI, it's a creator. It makes brand new things. It isn't there to tell you what happened yesterday. It's there to help you build tomorrow's lesson plan or draft that really tricky email. It's not a dusty old library, it's your new creative partner. Okay, so if it's a creative partner, you have to learn how to talk to it, right? And this brings us to what I think is the golden rule of prompting. Context is king. No, scratch that. Context is absolutely everything. You should think of every single conversation you have with an AI as being inside its own little context bubble. The AI remembers everything you've said, but only within that specific chat. So every new prompt you write is building on the last one. It's not starting from scratch every single time. And that short-term memory, that's a super powerful tool you need to learn how to use. And of course, this brings us to the oldest rule in computing, which is now more relevant than it's ever been. Garbage in, garbage out. It's simple, really. If you give the AI a lazy one-sentence prompt, you just can't be surprised when you get a lazy one-paragraph response back. The quality of what you get out is a direct mirror of the quality of what you put in. So here it is, the best piece of advice I can give you. Treat the AI like a person. Better yet, treat it like a brilliant, super eager intern. It's incredibly smart, but it has zero context about you, your job, or your project. You can't just bark commands at it, you have to explain things. In fact, some power users I know actually give their AI a name, like George, just to remind themselves to be conversational. It sounds a little weird, I know, but trust me on this one, it works. All right, mindset is officially locked in. Now, let's get tactical. I'm going to show you the 4 key ingredients that you can use to craft a perfect prompt every single time. I call these the big 4. First up, max context. Give it all the background info you have. Second, define the persona. Tell it who to be. Is it an expert scientist, a witty copywriter, a historian? Third, describe the audience. Who is this answer for? A child, a CEO? And finally, specify the format. Tell it how you want the information back. Do you want a table, bullet points, a formal email? If you can get these 4 right, you're golden. And here is a perfect example of why defining the audience is such a game changer. Let's say you ask the AI to explain a rocket launch to a 7-year-old. You're going to get a really simple, fun story about a big fire pushing the rocket up. Now, ask it to explain the exact same thing to an astronomer. You'll get a super technical breakdown of propulsion, thrust, and orbital mechanics. See? Same core request, but 2 wildly different outcomes, all because we changed the audience. Now, here's my absolute favorite pro tip, and it's so incredibly simple. If you're ever not sure what context to provide, just ask the AI. You can literally type, hey, I need you to write a great cover letter for me. What information do you need to know to do a good job? The AI will give you a checklist. Just like that, you've turned a monologue into a dialogue, and I promise you, your results will be 10 times better for it. Okay, so we've got the theory and we've got the tools. Now it's time to put it all into practice and talk about a few common mistakes you'll definitely want to avoid. So please, watch out for these common prompt killers. Asking simple yes or no questions is a total waste of its potential. Asking those super broad what is questions will just get you a boring Wikipedia-style answer. And my personal biggest pet peeve is using vague words. Don't say make it short. Say summarize this in 3 bullet points. Don't say make it long. Say expand on this idea in about 500 words. Specificity is everything. Let's walk through a quick but really powerful example using AI as a grammar checker. The magic is all in the prompt. You don't just say, fix this. You say, review the following text for spelling and grammar and suggest edits. But, and this is the important part, do not rewrite it. That last phrase is crucial. Then you just paste your text below. And another little tip, for the best results, feed it one paragraph at a time. Don't just dump a 10-page report on it and hope for the best.
So what's the real secret to getting great at this? It's not about reading more articles like this one. It's about practice, deliberate practice. I recommend setting aside just 30 minutes a day to experiment. That's it. In those 30 minutes, go wild. Try giving the AI a ridiculous persona. Ask it for a response in a really weird format. That kind of play is how you'll develop a real intuitive feel for this.
So there you have it. That's your toolkit. You have the mindset, you have the method. The only thing left to do is actually use it. So I'll leave you with this challenge. What is the very first task you are going to give your new super intelligent assistant? Pick something right now, give it a shot using these techniques, and just see what you can create. Thanks for watching.